Hello, today on the bench we have a really interesting one actually. You see that? It's a Yamaha WX7 and this is basically a MIDI wind instrument. I think it's probably 80s, something like that. Anyway, yeah, so I thought I'd show you this one because I mean, it should, in theory, be a very simple job. Basically, some bad capacitors to be replaced, but assuming it comes apart okay. Yeah, but I thought I'd show you because it's just an interesting, different thing. So the first stage here, I understand, because of course we look into these things a little bit because I have never done one of these before, is this mouthpiece should come off. You're never quite sure when you do these sort of things because well, obviously you don't really know whether it's going the right way or not, but that appears to be fine. You've got sort of sensing equipment in here. I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, there's yeah, so that's the first stage, and then we'll take it from there. So then we have to remove this cover here, I believe. So now it's supposed to remove 2 screws, but it only has 1, so handy, isn't it? Let's see if this screwdriver will do the job. And indeed it does. Tiny little screwdriver. I think I'll put that somewhere safer in a second. And then this cover, I understand, should hardy-har slide off. Gently does it, and that item there fell out, but I believe that is that section there. Yeah, have to remember that goes there. Little screen, I guess. Okay. So there we have it. We can see our board, which we are going to have to remove from here. Yeah, hopefully nothing else springs out of the hole. Yeah, so in here, I don't know how easily you can see this, but there are, I presume there's another cap missing there, hiding underneath rather. And yeah, lovely aluminium caps. It's tight in there. I don't think I'm going to be using hot air to get them out. I don't want to melt anything, and they love to go pop. So yeah, it's also tight for tweezers actually. So yeah, might have to get a little bit creative. Now we are going to remove this screw here, and I can already see there is a washer underneath, which I don't want disappearing off into the distance. I say that, but oh no, it's actually part of that assembly there. So if there was a washer under there, there isn't anymore. Interesting. I actually think this piece of copper here was actually fixed to the board at one point, because I can see remnants of it there. So Interesting. I'm guessing it's been worked on in the past, but yeah, there we go. Have to think about that, I think. So I've removed a couple of screws on the side of the body here, and that gives us access to the board. I've repositioned it, and I think that's probably enough for me to get to the board. I don't really want to yank it around too much because it's fairly delicate, so I'm probably going to prop this up a little bit better so I can lean it at a nicer angle. Yeah, but basically it's those 4 caps that are the offending items. So yeah, we're going to get those out, swap them over. The customer's even nicer, bought himself some caps already, so we don't have to do that. And they are in here. Let's hope he's bought the right value. So look. Yep. Okay. So yeah, we can proceed with that, I think. So I think for speed here, I'm going to attempt to use, at least for some of this, my trusty old tweezers. So let's see how we go. Okay, that's one down. I actually think the solder on there doesn't look at all factory, so I am very convinced that these have been removed before, which I suppose is fair enough. Two down. I don't think I'm going to get in there. Maybe that one. Nah, I think that's a bit tight. Okay, so we're going to have to go a different route to get the other ones off. So all of our caps are off. I use a little trick, which is, you know, you have to be careful. I use a standard soldering iron. I removed with some solder braid as much of the solder as possible off the pads, and very gently as you're heating it, there's enough flexibility to gently lever up one end at a time of the cap. And when I say lever up, I mean really minuscule amounts, but obviously while it's hot, but on both sides, both pins, it's quite possible to do it that way, and the pads are absolutely fine. So, but you do have to be careful. Anyway, so they're off now, so we'll take our new caps and pop them on. I mean, I don't probably need to explain this, but I will clean the pads up first, so basically you know then that everything is sitting nicely down on the board. So in comes the braid again. Looking for some cutters to cut the old bit off. Bing. And yeah, so we'll remove the old solder, a little blob of flux, and away we go. So I quite often like to use the mag lamp for this sort of thing, because, well, I think my eyes have seen better days. So, but That's absolutely fine. I always like to start with a fresh bit of braid, because you know you can only run up so much into them before they kind of, it's like using a solder sucker really, it would get clogged up after a while. Being careful to stay away from any bits of plastic or wires, because there's quite a few delicate little wires around here. And yeah, that's fine. Okay, so popping the new ones on. Just going to double check the orientation of those actually. Right, so we have a new bunch of capacitors fitted to the board. There we go. I think the solder joints are much better than the ones that they were before. You know, far be it from me to be cocky, but there you go. Less blobby, I would say. Anyway, going to clean up the board a little bit. I've left it a bit fluxy, and then basically reassembly. The only thing that's going to be a bit of a fiddle is the little screen there, because it was attached to the board, but I'm going to use some I've got some copper tape, which I think will do the job, because it's quite a thin piece, this, so yeah, I think we can fudge that, you know, but I'm guessing someone who's in there before ripped it off, you know, because I literally undid the box and plop, out it fell. So anyway, so yeah, we get it back together, clean the board up, bit of trusty isopropyl, and should be good to go. I mean, unfortunately I can't actually test it, which I don't really like, because I haven't got the software or anything to hook it up to, but you know, this is one of these sort of jobs where you're basically going on the customer's say so, that that's the job that needs doing. So yeah, unless you see anything obvious when you're repairing things, I think you have to just go with it really, and there you go. But since I could see they were replaced before, they are obviously a weakness in the system here. So there you go. So there's our screen with my little, we won't call it a bodge, it's really pretty much the only way to do it, and they're screwed, it's now screwed to the board, and hopefully not shorting onto anything else. It isn't. Yeah, so last bit of assembly, slide the case on, and that's it really. So yeah, the only thing I would say is, sorry about that rumbling noise in the background, I'd like to find another screw just to put the case back together nicely. But that's it really. It's quite simple. I mean, only thing I'd say with the caps is, if you're not confident soldering, it is a fiddly job, so beware of that maybe. Okay, thanks for watching. Usual, subscribe, notification bell, like, all that kind of stuff, and I'll be very, very grateful. Thank you, and we'll see you again.